My name is Tim Young. I'm the State Public Defender for Ohio. This morning, Ohio executed the seventh person of this calendar year. That makes us second only to Texas for at least the last 2 years running in the rate of executions in the United States of America. We have reached a crossroads in Ohio. We've reached a crossroads in this country, but specifically here, we have to make a decision about whether we're going to continue with this rapid pace of executions, because we know we get it wrong. We get it wrong all of the time. Our justice system ultimately is only as good as the error correction that it performs, because we're people, and we will err. We are the weakest link in this process. It's not the rules, it's not the courtroom, it is the people, the witnesses, the prosecutors, the defense lawyers. We will fail. We will get these cases wrong. We know that. We know it absolutely. Ask Ray Towler, 29 years in prison. Ask Mr. McClendon, it was 17 years in prison, sitting here before you. Joseph Fears, 25 years in prison. All absolutely innocent. All of them took an extraordinarily long amount of time to get to that ultimate day of error correction, to fix the injustice, that had occurred. But we also are trying to balance these cases with this public outcry. Why do they take so long, these death penalty cases? Why is it 20 years before somebody's executed? Think about what would have happened to Mr. McClendon or Mr. Towler or Mr. Fears if we had rushed through their cases. We would be standing here trying to apologize to families for executing innocent men. And the functional problem is what we have created is a system that has largely put form over substance. We have spent years asking the courts to take a look at this case. No court has looked at the totality of evidence in this case. No jury has ever heard the totality of evidence in Kevin Keith's case. What they have heard are reasons why they should not be allowed to hear the new evidence, why we are procedurally barred from bringing new evidence, why we have defaulted on that argument, why we can't present the case. And so ultimately we are left with a process where we stand before you the day before a clemency hearing asking you to support us in trying to free an innocent man. We're asking the governor to do what the courts have not done, to do what the courts have found themselves incapable of doing, which is giving Kevin Keith a fair day in court. Recently, the United States Supreme Court, in a dissent by two of its more conservative justices, said that the United States Supreme Court has never held that the Constitution forbids the execution of a person who can later prove their actual innocence. Well, it should. It certainly should. Actual innocence must always be heard, must always be addressed. Kevin Keith is actually innocent, and we must do something about it.